college life and what it actually means to go to college instead of this whole glamorous Hollywood idea of college. Like when Andy goes to leave for Toy Story. Did you ever see that movie?
No, I didn't see that movie. Mm-hmm.
Actually, legitimately, how have you legitimately not seen that movie?
Not the last one. How many are there?
3.
I've seen 2.
3. So when Andy goes away to college, you don't say goodbye to your toys, and your toys don't say goodbye to you. Because that's what happened.
I was busy saying goodbye to my dog when I left. And then my parents were like, we're going to go get in the car, and I had already taken out of the driveway. It was off.
I didn't do anything like that either. I had to work that morning, if you recall. I think I texted you.
Yeah, because you showed up late, and I told you how my car broke down, and you were like, no!
Move-in was like at 9 a.m., and I was there at 6. Because I had to work.
Yeah.
And while I was at work, they asked me to stay late. And they were like, I remember this day. They asked me to stay late, and I was like, no, I have to get going. And they were like, oh, that college thing!
Where you move in and go to college?
God. And like they were all asking, like, so where are you going to college? Even though I'd been telling them since like January when I got my acceptance letter. So.
And then you get to college, and it's really awesome. And then,
Nutella.
Yeah, there's Nutella, and there's cool people, and then there's neighbors that do drugs, and you get really mad about them, and you just want to...
And they play loud music, so you always know when they're home.
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of nice, because then you're like, I'm not going to go knock on their door because they're home. Not that we would knock on their door anyway.
But they'll knock on our door because they're all drunk.
And then they'll come in and be like, hey, man, what's up? And I'm like, CJ, get out before I hit your face.
Wouldn't it be funny if someone from school saw this?
I would laugh so hard. I don't care. Whatever.
The capacity to care in college is so minuscule. It's like a ridiculous amount of minuscule. Like,
unless you're like a crazy neurotic person whose life is over if you don't get one little bit of homework done.
If you're in high school, when you go to college, you will not believe that the amount of care you had in high school does not matter. It legitimately, just like, you get to college and you're like, all the care you had in high school shouldn't have even existed. You wasted 4 years of your life caring about all those things. Doesn't even matter.
When you get here, no one cares what you were, or who you were, or how well you did on whatever you did. When you get here, what they care about is who you are and what you're gonna do. Or what you're doing right now.
Like making a stupid video.
Yeah. Except it's not stupid, because we're awesome.
Because I'm in it.
My friend Krista, I live with her.
She's Nutella, isn't it?
Nutella toast, man. Yeah.
So, in college, specifically art school, we go to art school. In art school, homework? Finish my sentence.
That depends on what semester you're in. Homework can be fun time, which doesn't feel like homework. Or homework can be, oh my freaking god, I have to write a history paper. I don't know what I'm doing. This sucks.
And our history teacher, she's kind of cool. But
she's kind of intimidating.
We walked in, okay, this will probably happen to like a lot of you because professors are, I guess, kind of generally like this.
First of all, I'd like to clarify that at our school, our professors aren't like professors. We go to, they're like dirty hippies, and we call them all by their first names.
Our professors are like kindergartner teachers who really just didn't want to teach kindergarten, but instead treated college kids who were like kindergartners. Because we go to art school.
And it's a lot of fun. I like it. Anyway, Tamara is professor-like.
Oh yeah, she teaches at, I can't say this on the internet. She teaches at the university like down the street. I have Nutella on my tooth.
You have it on your face.
Teaches at the other university. So she's like an actual university teacher as opposed to an art school teacher, which is like, I'm going to go teach classes today, happy flowers all the time. She walks in, she doesn't have her papers printed out. That ticked me off so much. She didn't have her papers printed out.
She doesn't have an office at our school. Our class is the only class she teaches at
our school. Still have her papers printed out.
She just like has this bag that she's a nomad. She's a nomad teacher.
She's probably
and there's a copier.
And she just won't tell anybody because it's embarrassing.
She has 2 kids. Anyway, like, she's like a nomad teacher, and there's a copier right outside of our door on the 4th floor. So as soon, like, she'll get there at 8 o'clock. Our class is supposed to start at 8 o'clock. She'll get there at 8 o'clock and spend like 15 minutes copying everything for us, and she'll pass it out while she's talking to us, and we're like asleep, eating stuff.
Yeah. So we had an exam thing on Wednesday. She's in the middle of her sentence, and I noticed this on Wednesday. She was in the very middle of her sentence. She left the room.
That was pretty funny.
She went to get her copies and came back and finished her sentence.
And we all looked at each other while she was gone, going.
I remember Ben saying something like, "Okay," like.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
That'll probably happen to you a lot in college. Mostly because the teachers assume that you don't care, so thus they won't care, which is kind of like a bad thing because the whole point of being a teacher is to get you to care.
It's
philosophy
very
101.
independent study. I have a lot of classes where I'll show up and they'll be like, "Hey, you had homework.
Come in!"
You should have known this by reading your syllabus. I didn't tell you about it, but you should have known this."
It's our friend Kramer. He's the Kramer of our group. That was a very unfunny thing of me to say.
Another person I've made a video with.
That's Mr. Nintendo Man Fan, Part 1.
Man Fan.
Is that what his YouTube is?
It cannot be spoken.
I'm not supposed to tag him in my
It's like
videos
Mr.
'cause
Mistleplex. If you say his name backwards, he disappears into a different universe. I know.
I made this for you.
Thank you.
Oh, and then there are professors that are like, I go in and I'm like, "Paul, oh my goodness, Paul, I didn't read the syllabus until today. We had like a 3-page paper due. I'm so sorry I didn't do it." And he's
Paul,
like,
the guy who hates Star Wars.
Yeah.
Or like the
yeah. And Paul's like, "We had homework due?
Your face is
Why do you
flat.
care? Don't worry about
You
it.
have a
Your
flat
face
face.
is flat."
You have a nice ear.
This one? With the
It's
hole in it?
also flat!
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
I like holes.
Can I borrow some medicine?
Oh, hello.
We don't do drugs here. Yes, you can borrow some
We
medicine.
are probably like the 2% of the populace in college that doesn't do drugs.
2%.
But we are also the 2% that can have like the. What are you doing?
Anyway, we don't do drugs, but I think everyone thinks we do drugs. Because
Drugs are
everyone else
covered.
is like on the ganja bus, man. And like, we're driving the ganja bus because you should always have like a designated driver. So we don't
That's
do
normally
it.
me because I love driving.
Yeah, Krista
She
likes
has a
driving.
Lexus, and his name is Rex. And
He's Rex the Lex.
Rex the Lex. He's pretty cool. I don't know about you guys, but I love that car.
He's an old person car, which means he's comfortable as
He is
all
not
get
an
out.
old person
He is.
car.
He's an old person car. The seats go all the way back, and they're soft and smushy and made of leather. There are 0 blind
If
spots.
anything, that's a car.
We can't say things like that on my channel.
Well, you can bleep it out.
Anyway, it's an old person car, but it's comfy as all get out. So, comfy as all get out. My
We can't
parents
drive
have
it
tried
anymore.
to get me a new car, and I refuse.
Party!
We don't
just
party
told
either.
them
We don't have time to party. That's another thing. You will not
Then
have
why
time.
does this read this?
I went to all of one parties, and it wasn't a
'Cause you
party.
did it.
It was a very small get-together for New Year's.
You, if you're doing college right, like if you care about grades and sleep, you won't have time to party.
There's that whole triangle thing that I've seen on
Yeah.
the internet, like everywhere.
Social life,
No, if you
sleep.
now if I do it like this, we make.
Ooh, good.
Oh my god, that's pretty cool.
Anyway, social life, sleep, good grades.
You can't have all three.
You
That's
can be
just
here.
bullcrap. Actually,
You
I
can
think
be
I have
here.
all three.
You can be here.
I have good grades, and I get to sleep, and I actually have a job that I work like 20 hours a week.
I don't know
it's
how
not
she
that
does
bad.
it.
But
I don't know how she does it.
I also make frequent trips to the hospital.
I think this is the longest video I've ever made.
Okay. We're almost at 10 minutes. Keep going. I have... So my dad...
Hello? No, I'm not pregnant.
And we're thankful for that. Who is calling you on my
Hello?
phone?
What the...
You're the sexiest beast alive.
Is that Wisey?
Huh?
Nobody's there. He's faking.
I'm not faking.
You are faking.
Give me the
You're
phone.
right, I am pregnant.
Oh, and if you're lucky, you will live with really, really, really awesome people.
And that's how you end up pregnant when you're lucky.
Like him. He doesn't live here, but he does.
He lives here.
Are you? I'm not gonna say that because this is Michelle's nice channel.
Yeah.
Or nice things happen.
Rainbows and ponies and
What's
friendship
all
is
the-
magic.
Free hugs. Yeah.
All agreed to brigade.
But yeah, if you're lucky, you will live with really awesome people. If you're not lucky to live with awesome people,
You'll be like everybody else in our dorm complex.
well, here's the thing. If you're not lucky enough to live with really awesome people that you get along with, you will find people that you like to live with, and you will be their hobo. Like this guy
Alex.
over here, he's our hobo. And we're happy that he's our hobo. And if you're in a situation where you don't know how to make friends, leave your door open and throw Twizzlers at people that walk by. They will stop and talk to you. I
Ultimately,
promise. I promise. Shelby and I did that at Northwest.
You pinky promise? Pinky promise the camera. You have to. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Eagle Scouts honor.
Right! I was
Yeah.
in Girl Scouts. I never wanted to be. I think I told you that story.
Yeah.
Once when I was a little girl, I wanted to be a
And
Boy
here
Scout.
on Anecdotes with Krista.
When I was a little girl, I really wanted to be a Boy Scout because they do like things like play with knives and matches and stuff like that. And when you're a Girl Scout, all you do is
So
braid-
cookies with crack in them.
braid each other's hair, and I don't even know. I
Ah,
don't know
I'd
how
like
to
to
do
go
my hair at
there.
all.
But with like.
If I had short hair, I'd be your typical lesbian.
In accordance with YouTube guidelines.
So she's not your typical
I'm
lesbian.
not. I'm charming. I'm just.
I have a tree.
He does. He
Two.
does have a tree.
We have a pet pineapple. Have you ever shown them a pet pineapple?
No, I have not.
I almost want to go carry them, but I don't think I could manage that with my clumsiness and amount of luck.
We'll save that for another video. Put the gun,
Holy Jesus!
put the gun down.
Don't! Ah!
I dare you. I dare you.
I shot it at my head once.
Okay.
Okay, let's watch where we're aiming that thing, guys.
That was no. He almost hit my third leg.
Also, when you go to college, you should really invest in a Nerf gun if you haven't already, because if you haven't already and you're 18 years old, why are you alive? But for real.
I was 19 before I got in there.
I forgot about that.
Huge.
Am I soft?
Yeah, your hair's really soft.
Yeah.
Guys, you should feel this. This is... Tell me about the rabbits, George. George!
Holy Jesus.
Tell me about the rabbits.
Well, she was lucky enough to know me, so I could get her one before she died.
Christmas, dude.
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 My hair looks really freaking good today. That's not a swear word, right?
No, that counts. You're
Yeah.
fine. You're fine.
Sweet!
So, any last...
One of the unfortunate things sometimes about living in the city is that sometimes your dorm complex is placed right next to the fire station. So, like, every few minutes you go, woo! And stuff like that.
Or that your building has unsecure wireless, and so your internet sucks like lipo.
If your internet sucks, just don't even go to college. It's not worth it.
Don't
I
listen to her.
concur.
It's not
Please
worth
don't
it.
listen to her. Go to college and just deal with it, or find a
No,
cafe or a
don't do it.
Starbucks,
Don't
or
do it.
steal the neighbor's internet.
If you don't have Tumblr, there is no life. Actually,
You're not
just
a
kidding.
complete
I
idiot.
deleted in the process of deleting my Facebook.
By the
right
way,
now,
I live
actually.
with hipsters.
Waka waka yeah!
That's right. I went there.
That's the first time anybody ever legitimately put that label on me.
I'm not.
And as a hipster, I have to say, I'm the first person not to care.
Oh yeah, because that is so original.
I am.
So,
Oh yeah, eat at KFC. Free advertisement. I was about to tell a story about my dad and the KFC thing. I get KFC. This is a strawberry parfait. It's actually really frozen. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Michelle?
Alex, any last words?
'Cause I've got
Seriously, don't go to college if your Wi-Fi sucks.
Any
You're not-
last words?
Attaboy.
Don't listen to them, my friends.
This is my first time my
Relationships in
hands got a
college.
hold
This is
of
a
it.
good topic. Should we save this for another day? Should we say this for... Wisely?
Yes, we should.
Get out of here.
Yes, we should.
That's my tea. Oh, also, you'll drink a ton of tea and coffee in college.
I don't know how do boys do the whole pen in your ear thing?
You just stick it in your ear.
Well, my hair kind of like poked out.
Stick
I kind of look like
a
that.
banana in your ear.
No,
I don't remember where I
you go
learned
like
that
this.
song.
That sounds.
Can you do that for this real fast?
What did you just do?
You need to watch this.